Boys, we're looking at exotic rolled legendaries this morning. Now, I'm gonna call these enhanced legendaries a lot. Don't be confused, they are the same thing that Rick Cactus discovered yesterday. Now, there's only a handful of these in Destiny 2 currently, but essentially, boys, these are weapons that have two very distinct characteristics. Number one, it always rolls with a fully upgraded masterwork. And number two, it always has a static roll specific to that weapon. Now, first up, guys, let me just show you this right here. These are all the current masterworks in the game. So if you happen to get a weapon drop, and I'm gonna go through all of the enhanced legendaries that we know of so far, but if you happen to get a weapon drop for you that has a 10 on this masterwork sign and looks like one of these, then you're actually looking at the enhanced version of that legendary. Now, we say enhanced. This is almost like Bungie's way of saying what they would choose if they could play matchmaker with their perks. But also understand, guys, that some of these roles might be more in favor for PvE or for PvP. So they are enhanced versions of these legendaries, but not necessarily the best version for you, depending on what activity you're going to be doing with it. So let's go through each one of these enhanced legendaries. First up, we've got Dreaded Venture. This one actually rolls with a +10 handling mod. This is the Gambit Sniper. And static roll, it comes with accurized rounds, explosive payload, and snapshot. That barrel perk there is Hammer Force Rifling. This is an aggressive frame sniper rifle, so it is a high impact variant. Normally has very slow ADS time, so snapshot is definitely a must have. So not a bad roll on this kinetic sniper. Next up, guys, we've got the Militia's Birthright. It rolls with a velocity masterwork. It drops with counter mass as the launcher barrel, blinding grenades as the magazine perk, which grenade detonation has a brief blinding effect. The traits are Genesis, which is breaking a combatant shield with his weapon, fills its magazine from the reserves. Considering though that this is a grenade launcher, matching shields is not going to be possible. So the second part to that perk is not applicable here. The other trait here is Threat Detector. Increase reload, stability, and handling when enemies are in close proximity. Overall, grenade launchers for me, guys, are hit or miss. This one looks pretty interesting. I have not seen it yet, and I'm assuming it has something to do with Devrim K and somehow obtaining it. So not sure what this one's all about. Next up, guys, is the Burst Fire hand cannon that we reviewed a couple weeks ago, Warden's Law. This one's pretty interesting. The enhanced version here rolls with a range masterwork. Its sights comes with hit mark, ricochet rounds, rampage, and a perk called 4th times the charm. Rapidly landing precision hits will return 2 rounds to the magazine. This one's an interesting trait. Maybe not so for other hand cannons, but here with the aggressive burst fire hand cannon, it shoots 2 bullets at a time. So I'm assuming it's going to take into account both of those bullets when activating that perk. This is the enhanced version. I would very much like to see how this works in PvE. I did review this weapon here recently, and it comes from the Nightfall Strike Warden of Nothing. I felt like it could have been a really good hand cannon, but the hit registration here on console was a little funky. But this perk set right here very much interests me. Next up, boys, is the Chattering Bone. This is the Raid Pulse Rifle. And yes, it also has an enhanced version of itself. It rolls with a fully upgraded masterwork to range. And we recently just reviewed it. A very good pulse rifle overall. But this enhanced roll here, guys, corkscrew rifling is the barrel perk, light mag, which improves reload and range, kill clip, and high impact reserves. Very interesting set of traits there. When you look at these traits, when you get closer to the end of your magazine, you have high impact reserves activated. But when you reload, that's when you have kill clip activated. So I mean, not a bad perk set, but it would be hard to activate and utilize these at the same time. This kill clip only lasts for a few seconds after you reload. So getting to that bottom half of that magazine in time to take advantage of both it and kill clip would be a tough thing to do. Either way it goes, to me this is more of a PvE role. Next up is Transfiguration. This is the Raid Scout Rifle. We actually got a really nasty roll on the one we reviewed last week. It rolled with kill clip and rampage. It actually allowed us to 2-tap. Now the enhanced version of it rolls with a reload masterwork fully upgraded. It comes with fluted barrel, light mag, outlaw, and explosive payload. It is a 150 round per minute scout, but I would say with fluted barrel there, it'll definitely help out with that handling. Outlaw with that reload speed, and on top of that, you've got that +10 reload masterwork helping you as well. Not a bad PvE scout. Although for me, I think I still like 180 round per minute and 200 round per minute scouts in PvE. Next up, Parcel of Stardust. This is a kinetic shotgun. You can receive this weapon from Gambit, and this one actually has some very nasty rolls on it, specifically for PvP. The enhanced version here rolls with a +10 ranged masterwork. It also rolls with full choke, which is probably the best barrel perk for shotguns. Assault mag for the magazine perk, opening shot for that first trait, and quick draw as that final trait. Now, for me guys, I don't necessarily always have my shotgun out. I use it like it's supposed to be used, as a secondary. So for me, this is actually a really good perk combination. Quick draw for that instant swap when someone's rushing you, and then opening shot to help you with that accuracy on that opening hit. I think the only thing I would have changed is the mag perk to accurize rounds, but other than that, this enhanced version of this gun is actually pretty good. Next up is the shotgun from the Vanguard, Toil and Trouble. Now this one rolls just like the other shotgun, a +10 ranged masterwork. Also comes with full choke, accurized rounds, auto-loading holster, and full auto. Boys, this is actually a very nasty shotgun. I've been killed by it a number of times here recently, and I actually got to use it for a bit on someone else's account. And this roll right here is not a bad one either. Auto-loading holster actually got a buff in the most recent sandbox changes, so it activates pretty quickly, and very much underrated in things like Gambit, or even in regular Crucible when you're just running across and picking up ammo, but you're still in mid gunfight. So overall, this is not a bad roll on this shotgun either. Next up, the Supremacy. I'm pretty sure the only way you can get this sniper is from the raid. This one's pretty interesting though. It is a rapid fire frame sniper rifle. It rolls with polygonal rifling, armor piercing rounds, kill clip, and rapid hit. Now we talked about rapid hit yesterday. That was on a scout rifle that we were messing with called Vouchsafe. Just think of Zen Moment on steroids. But a very interesting perk set here, especially kill clip. I think this would be very dangerous if we had this on a high impact sniper, but the fully upgraded masterwork here is a stability masterwork. So they're really advocating for this weapon to be as stable as possible, especially combining it there with rapid hit. Moving on, we have the Raid Auto Rifle. This one rolls fully masterworked for range. It is a 360 round per minute auto rifle. I meant to put out a review on it. I've got the gameplay, just haven't put it together. Now for this enhanced version, it comes with extended barrel, which increases that range drastically, light mag, 4 times the charm, and rampage. That's actually a really nasty combination there, especially for PvE. So you got 4 times the charm, and you've got rampage. Guys, this is essentially going to allow you to keep laying on that R2 trigger as long as you can land back-to-back precision hits. And when I played with it last week, I would say it is probably one of the best fill-in 360 round per minute auto rifles. Next up is the bow from the raid, Tyranny of Heaven. Now this one actually rolls fully masterwork for draw time, which is the gameplay that you're seeing right here. It comes with flexible string, which increases that draw time even more, but it does slightly decrease that accuracy. Straight fletching, which increases accuracy. Sneak bow increases hold time and reload speed while crouched. And dragonfly, precision kills create an elemental damage explosion. Again, for PvP, I would probably go with a different roll, but it is super easy to proc Dragonfly with these bows. So if you like explosions, this is a great roll to go with. Next up is a fusion rifle that I believe you can only get from the raid as well, Techeun Force. It rolls fully masterwork for range, and the barrel perk here is Hammer Forge Rifling, accelerated coils as the magazine perk, auto-loading holster, and backup plan. So essentially a Plan C wannabe. I don't know if this is a good fusion rifle or not. I haven't played with it. I know for a lot of fusions that I've played with that are in the low impact variants, they do not feel good. Hopefully Techeun Force will be different. Now next up is not necessarily an enhanced version of itself, as it's just a static roll to begin with. It's Luna's Howl and Nopt Forgotten, the competitive reward weapons. But Luna's Howl rolls with a +10 stability mod, fully masterworked. It also comes with polygonal rifling, drop mag, Zen Moment, of course Magnificent Howl. Nopt Forgotten, static as well, but rolls with a +10 range masterwork, extended barrel to help that range even more, accurized rounds to extend it even further, Zen Moment, and magnificent Howl. Now next up is the Raid hand cannon. This one rolls with a +10 range masterwork fully upgraded. It also comes with full bore, which helps out with that range even more. Magazine perk on it is Light Mag, Outlaw as the first trait, and that final trait there is Dragonfly. A Fatebringer wannabe, boys. Is it as good as Fatebringer? Even if it was, we would never admit that, boys. Come on now. Next up is our other favorite 180 round per minute hand cannon, Trust. This one rolls fully masterwork for range. It comes with small bore, Light Mag there for the magazine perk, Genesis, which is a strange one. I don't think I've seen this on a hand cannon, and explosive payload. So yeah, obviously this is a PvE loadout for sure. If you got this hand cannon and you like to use it, I would definitely keep it for Gambit when you're going up against Cabal. Next up is the Pulse Rifle exclusive to the Nightfall Strike, the Corrupted. And boys, do I want it, man. It comes with a stability fully masterwork, Hammer Forge rifling for that increase in range, extended mag, Outlaw, and Zen Moment. Now, I know you probably be seeing some funky numbers here. Ignore the rounds per minute, guys. For some reason, this stays bugged permanently on this site. It's a 540 round per minute pulse rifle, just like the Clever Dragon 2.0 we recently reviewed. Now, for me, this seems like a perk set for PvE. Not that you can't use it for PvP, but I think I would choose other things for PvP. I'm very much looking forward to grinding for this pulse and making an all-out comparison between this and the Iron Banner pulse rifle. Next up is the Scout Rifle that we looked at the other day, Vouchsafe. Boys, I don't know how you feel about Scout Rifles. This one is a great one. It rolls with a +10 stability mod. It comes with Fluted Barrel, Flared Magwell, Dragonfly, and Zen Moment. This would be the ideal PvE loadout for me. Now, you can receive this Scout Rifle by completing activities in the Dreaming City. I played with one the other day. It had full auto on it, and rapid hit was so nasty, guys. Check out that review, boys, if you're looking for a nasty Scout Rifle. Next on this list is arguably one of the best shotguns in the game, Mindbender's Ambition. You can receive this by doing the Nightfall Strike, the Hollowed Lair. I tried to get it last week, boys. No luck. But the enhanced version here rolls with an upgraded masterwork for range, rifle barrel, steady rounds, opening shot, and rampage. Now again, this is not a great roll for PvP, but you might be able to get away with it in PvE. For me though, when I go PvE with any shotgun, I don't really care for steady rounds, especially given the fact it's an aggressive frame shotty. So any type of magazine perk there that can boost my capacity is what I always try to go for. But with all that being said, Mindbender's Ambition is a fantastic shotgun. Next up is an energy sniper rifle, Twilight Oath. You can receive this weapon from the Dreaming City. It is another rapid fire frame sniper. It rolls fully masterworked in handling, and its barrel perk is chambered compensator, steady rounds, snapshot, and box breathing. Okay. I don't think I've used that set of combinations, like box breathing and snapshot together. So depending on that handling masterwork, swap speed for this sniper could be very fluid. Like I would honestly take this into PvP and see how it worked. For PvE, it's tough to say if this sniper can perform. Well, you got things like Whisper of the Worm hanging around, or even in that special slot, Borealis. It's got some tough competition. On top of that, it's a rapid fire sniper rifle. Next up is the Long Goodbye. I will be reviewing this sniper rifle at some point this week, boys. You receive this from the Nightfall Strike, the Insight Terminus. Now this one rolls with a +10 handling mod as well, fully upgraded. It's an adaptive frame sniper. It comes with polygonal rifling, light mag, rangefinder, which is very interesting on a sniper of all things, and rapid hit. Now I'm not sure what rangefinder can do on this sniper. I've never had a rangefinder on a sniper. Maybe it does more than we think, but I don't think I'll ever get into a situation where I have damage fall off. The only thing that I think it could possibly do is just make the gun super sticky in long ranges. I don't know, boys. We'll just have to test this one out. Next is the Raid Rocket Launcher Apex Predator. That just sounds dirty. It comes fully masterwork for blast radius, also has quick launch, high velocity rounds, snapshot, and cluster bombs. Very interesting here, boys. Like, I don't really utilize snapshot much. I do, like, the only time I think I utilize it is if I had it paired with tracking and I just wanted to max everything out for velocity and just have a super tracking rocket launcher. Now finally on this list, Bad Omens. This is the Gambit rocket launcher. It's an aggressive frame, high damage rocket launcher. It comes fully masterwork in blast radius. It comes with volatile launch, impact casing, which increases damage on direct hits, tracking, and cluster bombs. I like this roll a lot. Impact casing and combined with tracking to make sure you get the direct hit. On top of that, cluster bombs for that extra bit of AoE damage. I'm a big fan of this one, boys. So this is a very good enhanced version to this rocket launcher. So guys, those are your enhanced legendaries so far. I have combed through the database this morning to find all these. There'll probably be more that reveal themselves down the road, but as of right now, for all the weapons in the game, these are it. These are the enhanced versions. So fellas, let me know in the comments below what you think of these. You might even be surprised. Check your inventory. You might actually have some of these sitting there without you even knowing it. Well fellas, I know this video was a long one. I appreciate all of you sitting here and watching this entire thing. Hopefully this gave you a little more information on weapons you should be looking out for. So guys, thank you so much for coming and watching, and as always,
slap that like button like your mama told you right.